Welcome back. Our Charles Benson caught up with NBC's Chuck Todd one-on-one, and they covered a lot of important topics.
Russia invades Ukraine, historic Supreme Court nomination, and the State of the Union speech. A lot to talk about with NBC's Chuck Todd, moderator of Meet the Press. Chuck, not sure where to begin here. Geopolitics certainly dominating the headlines. What's the biggest challenge facing a Biden administration that is still trying to navigate a domestic agenda that now includes trying to confirm the nation's first black woman to the Supreme Court?
Well, Charles, I think that the fact is you sort of hinted at the challenge he's facing right now. This geopolitical threat of Vladimir Putin, at the end of the day, has to be front and center. And it has to be, unfortunately, the top of his inbox. And yes, there are duties he's got to perform. Appointing replacements to Supreme Court justices is one of those duties. And I think they have the bandwidth to do that. But then you brought up the third topic here, State of the Union and the economic challenges. And I think that's where this gets really difficult for the president politically. Again, this is a no-choice situation in what he's got to deal with Russia and Ukraine. And it has negative consequences short-term on our economy. Could even have some long-term negative consequences. That obviously doesn't help the political environment that already was not great for President Biden. But at the end of the day, I actually think the best politics for him is standing up to Putin, confronting him, getting this crisis, resolving this in some form or another, showing American leadership. In some ways, that's probably the best path, both for what he's got to deal with in Europe right now and what could be eventually a political situation for him to deal with. But look, I think this is a case where the State of the Union is going to get completely overshadowed here because of events in Europe.
Well, let me ask you quickly about that, because he does give the State of the Union speech next week, and then he travels to Superior, Wisconsin to start selling it, where he's probably going to hear about gas prices and grocery prices. So what will you be looking for as he addresses this growing concern around inflation?
Well, even when he announced the next round of sanctions after the invasion earlier this week, Charles, noticed he talked about gas prices and warned folks that, hey, this is going to have an impact on gas prices. And you're just getting to what I think is sort of an awkward, I don't know whether it's worth his time. On one hand, he needs to get out of the country more. On the other hand, when there are bombs dropping in Europe, I don't know if you could just sort of go and sell your plan. And oh, by the way, what is your plan? That's another thing that got tripped up here. I think 6 weeks ago, a Biden administration thought they'd have an outline, at least, of what sort of a trimmed down version of their domestic agenda would look like, so they had something to sell at the State of the Union. Well, Vladimir Putin put a hole in those plans. So that's a question I have, is what are you selling when you go out there other than empathy and resolve?
We appreciate your time. You can watch Meet the Press and Chuck Todd this Sunday morning on TMJ4.